other two fields I own. This is the big one that I bought after harvesting the first two. And I ended up, I bought some cows, bought bought chickens, a couple of geese, a couple of ducks. Because supposedly with the new update, um, ducks and geese, if they lay eggs, they'll give you a lot better price for that egg than they will for chicken eggs. So I've already collected one thing of eggs and stuff, 1 day's worth. I got eggs cooked already, got a bunch of condensed milk. And I would have started a lot earlier today, but unfortunately, my old wireless adapter for my old 360 controller stopped working today, so I didn't have any controllers to use. Ended up having to make a run into Walmart, and I bought a Xbox One controller, which is way better. I wish I would have done that quite a while ago. And then I was going through and getting some old games figured out. Got a bunch of old PS2 games, so I'm going to start playing. I was making sure everything worked, that the CDs could be read and that they weren't all, they weren't too scratched to play or anything, because I got them on eBay. It's really about the only place around here I've got. So it's always kind of a crapshoot whether or not you're going to get a good one. But they all look to be pretty good. I didn't play through very long enough, long enough to see if they're going to have issues at a certain stage in the game, but they all boot up, and I can start every single one of them, so that's a good sign at least. And eventually I'm going to put a poll down at the bottom of what games I've got and what you guys want to see me play as far as the old ones go. So you'll have an option to vote on that. Hey Jeremy, how's it going? I saw your message on Steam. You sent that like right as I was about to hit start streaming. Were you watching the other day when I was playing this in the afternoon and bought this field, Jeremy? Oh yeah, I just started. I've only been on for about 5 minutes. Yeah, I was doing some perusing on YouTube, or not YouTube, but Google, and I think I figured out why I wasn't getting straw. Apparently, when you buy a new field, your harvester kind of glitches out, and supposedly, if you stop your harvester, detach the header, and get out of it, get back in, reattach the header, you get straw again. So hopefully I remember that the next time I buy a field that should produce straw. Yeah, I'll actually go into farm stats here. Um, I bought a bunch of stuff for the greenhouse. I got a bunch of plants growing right now. Nothing's ready to go. Only thing I haven't bought yet is more seed, because I don't think that that's going to be enough to get me through everything. I did buy some Ferdex because I won't have enough manure to get 2 stages, and the Ferdex in this game gives you 2 stages of fertilizer. Bought 5 cows, 10 chickens, 1 rooster, which if you don't collect all the eggs, you have the potential that the rooster will fertilize them and you'll get more chickens. 5 ducks, 5 geese. No pigeons because I don't know what those do, so I didn't buy any. Um, but yeah, that's where I'm at as far as the farm goes. Yeah, you actually can get 2 stages. Like if you look at this, it says fertilizer 0%, manure 0%. So if you do it the long way, you have to use your cow manure and you have to use like an artificial fertilizer. Or if you use that Ferdex, which is what I bought, it counts as both. So for this first one anyway, I'm gonna use the Ferdex because I won't have enough manure to do all my fields. And then next time I'm hoping that I'll have enough manure to be able to go the cheap route because the Ferdex is pretty expensive. And I finally remembered to put a little WD-40 on my chair. It doesn't squeak quite as much. So I'm sure all of you watching will appreciate that. Is it ATS this week? I don't remember what we did last week on Arthur's stream. I'll do whatever one. I'm assuming just Osa because Arthur won't play. But whatever one Osa does, if he does multiplayer, I'll do it with him. And if he doesn't, I'll do it anyway. Because yeah, I don't think they start until like 7 or 8 Central Time, something like that. Or is it 7 or 8 Eastern? Or yeah, Eastern Time. I don't remember. I just always end up watching Twitch to see when they are not Twitch, but watching the Discord to see when they get on. Yeah, whenever they start, I'm gonna hop in with them. So how far am I? 31%. So how was your week? Yeah, don't run out of fuel. I've actually gotten really cautious about that. I check a lot more often than I used to. But I did oh, that's good. I did get a little stuck with this earlier today, or was it last night? I don't remember. I had to, and luckily I was able to call a tow truck. But I was doing a little off-road and trying to cut across some land instead of going through the roads, and I ended up taking a nosedive off of a hill, and the front wheels were buried in the ground and they wouldn't come back out. Yeah, I'm kind of starting to think that on this game maybe I should just stick to the roads because it's glitchy enough that if you get yourself good and stuck and the tow truck glitches out, you'll either have to revert to a different save and lose whatever you did or end up starting over like I did. Oh, there's been a lot of plowing going on today. Before my controller died, or the receiver died anyway, I had done a couple of contracts and I've done a lot of plowing today. But I think with the money that I should be able to make off of fully fertilized and prepared fields, I might be able to buy a tractor next season. Because if I can't buy it after doing the wheat or barley, I should be able to buy it after the September harvest. Which I'm pretty excited for because I have yet to buy a new vehicle in any save state in this game. And I do kind of want to see how much that new tractor is, but I don't know which dealership it's in. Every time I've gone by one, I haven't found the right one. So Jeremy, do you have any requests for old games? Like 64, Sega, PS2, anything you would like to see? Were you not much into gaming back then, or what? Ah, yeah, I've had a number of different consoles through the years. I still have my 64. I used to have a PS1, PS2, had a Sega. Um, I did Xbox 360. I kind of skipped over the Xbox, and then I got really frustrated with the 360 issues, so I ended up going over to PS3, and then I bought a PS4. They all still work. The 64 still works. Um, I ended up selling off the other older consoles, just the consoles themselves, and went to emulators. But I still have a bunch of the cartridges and stuff because that's the technically legal way to do it. Because it's getting harder and harder to find working consoles of those older ones, and the ones that are in really good shape, people tend to want more than I want to pay for them. And yes, this is a big field. Um, it's 1.87 hectares, which is larger than both of the two starting fields combined. Because I think the other two are like 1.25 total, something like that. I'm hoping so. I ended up with uh, with no fertilizer on it. I got like 9 or 10 grand just from the wheat, and it would have been a lot better if I didn't get the straw glitch. I probably would have made like 15 grand. But supposedly that glitch only happens when you buy a field. It doesn't tend to happen um, if you've planted a field you already own. So like this next harvest, I don't think I should have a problem. But I guess we will see. You have this game too, don't you, Jeremy? Went to that one. I think I've been by that. I wonder if the new tractor's at this one. I'm gonna check it out when I'm done. You know what? I'm gonna go check it out now. I'm really curious. I want to see this new tractor. Because I think it's supposed to be the same one that's on the load screen. And I really want to see what it looks like. Yeah, I do too, Jeremy. I do too. And the downside is you have to start with the tractor. You can't buy equipment first because the old Jack Bear, she won't do it. Yeah, that harvester looks kind of neat. There's a tractor. Is that the new one? Ooh, it is the new one. Alright. Okay, it's a big four-wheel drive. And that says 40. I really hope that's 40 kilometers an hour. That would be great. There's actually three, Jeremy. Can I get any information on this? Probably because it's the middle of the night and it won't let me. That's neat. There's this one here, and then there's two like normal row crop style tractors. Um, One I think is in this field by over by the church, and then I think the other one is down at this one, because I think the harvester is up here. Um, but there's a red one and a yellow one. I don't remember which one's which, but one of them has more horsepower than the other one, and they're about the same price. Because I know when you go to the store during the daytime, um, you can you can get some information on them. Why don't I just go to sleep and then I'll. Oh, I can't run now. Um, I want to go back and look at that one when it'll let me see the information. Because I noticed that this morning too. I was at the in the middle of the night, and I went to the like the farm supply store, and it wouldn't let me buy anything because it was the middle of the night. So I had to go home, sleep, and then come back. So I'm thinking the same thing happened here. And I can't run because I'm tired. Yeah, after hours, exactly. Wow, I got all turned around there. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna try and do is I'm gonna leave one set of eggs in there and see if I can get some more chickens. Wow, this Xbox One controller is way more touchy than the Xbox One was. I'm gonna leave that top one in the corner there. I think hopefully I'll remember that. And supposedly if your ducks or geese lay eggs, they will lay them in here because they go to the coop at night. But otherwise, they are just right down here at the pond. There's one spot for your geese, and then there's oh, I guess those were the ducks. These are the geese. Yeah, they just stay down here, and then they'll go up to the coop at night, and if they lay eggs, they'll be in the coop. And it looks like I've got all chicken eggs. They're only in one thing, so no expensive eggs this time. If I remember reading that correctly, they did say it was a pretty low chance of getting eggs from either of those. But I figured I'd buy them because they weren't terribly expensive, so I thought it was worth the price. Bigger eggs are same size. I don't know if they're going to be visually different or not. I haven't had one pop yet. Um, it just said in like the update description that they're more rare and that you'll be able to get a higher price for them. So whether or not they look different, like in the hen house or not, I don't know yet. How much milk did I get? Another 12. I wonder if any apples grew back, or apples that weren't grown had come now. Because that was some easy money. I'm assuming that whatever was on the trees is all you're going to get for a season, though. I don't see any. Oh, and I don't know if you noticed this, but they kind of changed the texture of the grain bin. It looks more like tin than just aluminum now. It's got that kind of like spotty, grainy look to it. Because before, when you fixed it, it would look like that. But now it looks a lot more realistic, like what an actual grain bin would look like. Okay, I'm gonna hop back over to the dealership. Oh, I shouldn't have parked this harvester so far away. Okay, what do we got? 180 horsepower, 160 gallon fuel tank, or liters probably, 142,000 euros. Wow, that's expensive. Oh, and a 2-speed CVT transmission. Yeah, it would be nice to get some sort of garage. I want to go look at the other ones. Because I know there's two. I think one of them's here. It would be really nice to get some sort of building that you could put down. Because you really can't put your vehicles in the buildings that it comes with. Because like if I don't know if you've ever tried to park the tractor inside the garage, but when you get out, you get like glitched into a different room. Or I've tried putting the plow in there before, and the plow got stuck. Like it was just floating in the air, and I couldn't attach to it. I had to pay to have the tow truck remove it. So I've kind of just stayed away from putting anything in the garage. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Come on. You can do it. Oh yeah. That's what I did with the tractor. But the tractor got its front wheels stuck. Oh, in this field here, I plowed this. That was one of my missions. Okay, yeah, here's the yellow tractor, and there's a red one too. I don't remember which one's better. Um, but one thing I am excited about is these hay trailers. They've got a hitch in the back, so you can pull two. And I think it's the same with the grain trailers. I think there's a hitch in the back. There is. So you can pull two. Does it tell me capacity? Capacity 11,000 kilograms compared to like 4 that my current one holds. Now here's this one, a little Lindner. So this one is 107 normally, or 53. It's got 134 horsepower, 2-speed transmission, 145 liter tank. So 144 horse for this one. It doesn't have a speed limit on it, but I'm assuming it's about the same. 144 horse for 107. And the other one, let's see, pretty sure that is the harvester. I think the other tractor is here. And that cute little lawnmower. Don't you have to pay for that though, or is it free? Oh, I didn't know that. I thought you had to pay. Well, how much money do I have? I've still got to buy seed, so I can't waste any money yet. Because right now I don't have enough to plant my fields. Well, this is my own map. Who would get the fee? Like, you mean if you rode the bus, who would get the fee? I mean, I think it would be just like getting gas. You just lose the money. Okay, this is the same tractor. I know there's a red one. Yeah, this is the same one. There is a red one. Maybe. Gosh, I don't remember. Um, Maybe it is this one. How's this on gas? I'm good there. Well, the social points give you a discount on big stuff like that, which is, from my understanding, that's all they're for, is for major purchases. Other than getting the achievement for having, I think it's like 1 million social points or something. Because my understanding is, other than just an achievement for achievement hunting, there's no use for social points other than for buying land and equipment. And I did use some social points to buy that first field because it was like a $20,000 field, and I got it for like 11 because I burned a bunch of social points with it. Yeah, it ends up kind of like, what it seems like is you spend the social points for what the cash price is, and then you get a 50% discount, at least on everything I've looked at so far. Yep, here's the red one. Okay, so the red tractor is with the harvester. And okay, yeah, this is a little smaller one. So this is only 90,000 euros, but it's only 90 horsepower, so it's about 60 horsepower less. But it's also way better than the old Jack Bear. So this probably wouldn't be a bad like start out tractor. I'm just really excited for when I can buy this. 12,000 kilogram capacity, that's not bad. That would be nice. And getting this bigger header would make things so much faster too. Oh, I can't wait. much was this? I forgot already. Oh, only 130,000 euros. Okay, how do I get home? Oh, and the game save I got stuck on was this field. And I got stuck right about here. So apparently you can't get a tow truck over there. Oh, see, that's what I mean. That's why I don't park my stuff in the garages. Let's see, did my greenhouse need water? Where's greenhouse? Humidity, perfect. Yeah, and then the one time I put this plow in there, um, it was fine until I closed the doors. Once I closed the doors, it got all glitched out and I couldn't hook up to it or move it. I had to call a tow truck and bring it out to the road. So ever since then, I just park over on the end of that field. Where am I at? Plowed 66%. Are there any available missions? Oh, there are. Transport, plow the field. That's all my stuff. What's that? Plow the field. Plow the field. Looks like there's a lot of plowing to do. But some of those pay pretty good. I did a smaller field, probably about the size of one of the fields I start with, and I got like it was like 1,200 bucks. And when the quest is plowing, you don't have to cultivate after, which is nice. Because if it just says plow the field, they don't expect you to cultivate, because that would take forever if you had to do both, because you'd have to drive back and oh god. Got any big plans for Easter, Jeremy? Oh, not too much. As far as I know, we're just going to my parents' place on Sunday. Eat some food. And otherwise, it's just enjoy the rest of my 4-day weekend. And I'm finally off of mandatory overtime at work. So once I'm done with school at the end of May, I'll be able to do like maybe a hour and a half, 2 hour afternoon stream too every day. Because I usually get up about 10:30, 11, and then head to work just before 2. So I could easily get in a couple hours every day. Which would be good for anyone who watches after school in Europe. What? Oh, I must not must have been just a little bit at the end. It is so weird using the Xbox One controller. That offset thumbstick is just, I don't know, it's weird. Like I'm starting to get used to it, but I don't know, it's just odd, the placement. I do like how it's way more sensitive than the 360 controller. And that could be my old controller was just really wore out too, but oh, I've got a Xbox One controller that I bought today because I couldn't find any new wireless adapters for my 360 controller. And it's, I don't know if you use one or not, but it's got the two thumbsticks, they're offset. One's set higher on the controller than the other, and it's taken a little getting used to. I should probably bail that little bit of a straw up that I actually did get. And like as I'm playing, I'm getting used to it, but I think it'll be a while before I like it. I mean, I like the controller, but before I, like the weird offset of my thumbs, it just I don't know. It's just different. Hey JC, what's up? And you're one to talk. Ooh wee! I got a whole bale and a half out of that little bit that worked. Yeah, Jeremy, what are you gonna play? No, you actually missed it. We took a little tour and looked at all the newer tractors. You get all this stuff for free, um, but you can get a bunch of new stuff too. Like there's a new harvester, new trailers, and they put in a new tractor. It's a big old four-wheel drive, kind of like the New Holland T9 style, but it's not branded. It's just some generic looking thing. But yeah, you end up doing quests for people. Basically, you end up either plowing their fields or rebuilding buildings, and you get all your equipment for free to start out anyway. But it's all junk. And I missed a bale here that was camouflaged by the cut wheat. Yeah, exactly. That's what Arthur's been working on. Yeah, free is free. And the good thing too is like all this stuff does have value, so when you go to buy something new, you can sell it. You don't get a whole lot for it. Like I think this tractor is worth like $1,000, but every little bit helps. And I mean, really, once you get a new tractor, why would you want the Jack Bear? I like the how the trailers just kind of like glitch out and move on their own, like this. Wow, you've used almost 40% of my fuel in this thing already. I filled this up before I started plowing that field. And I'm not going to upgrade a single building until I've got equipment. Making my house look nice is the last thing I'm going to do. Unless I end up getting married in the game and it's a quest from your wife, then I'll fix something. I'm sure there's a honey-do list. I mean, there'd have to be, right? Um, that's where you keep the food for the cows you've got in there. Um, like this whole thing is this is your cow food area. This is where they'll get their food from. Because straw is the only thing that there is for cow food. So you just toss the bales in here and you're done. But if you fill that up and you don't have any more room, this is actually your hay barn here. Um, you can just throw it in anywhere in here, and the bales themselves will stick in here. So you'd have to come back and pick them up every time. Oh, I left a scaffold in here. There we go. So yeah, that's your storage. Because if you don't have them either inside in the food area for the cows or inside that, um, your hay will rot and start to disappear. Well, I was thinking about selling it, but um, the only reason I kept it is because um, like the milk from the cows, like you can turn that into condensed milk and that counts as your food. So that's just an easy way to help have food for your farmer throughout the game. Yeah, I've got 5 cows now. And 10 chickens and 5 geese and 5 ducks and 1 rooster that I'm hoping will fertilize some eggs so I get more chickens. Oh, this is such a big field. Oh shoot, that's right. Collision. It's not a bush, it's a tree. Oh, it could be. I didn't check. No, Whitebach, you only have to milk them once a day. When you wake up from sleeping in the morning, it'll say you have eggs in the hen house and your cows need milking. Oh, what was that notification? Oh, Arthur is streaming a map that he forgot to change the name of. Hey Jeremy, how come you don't have a little symbol in front of your name? Oh, is he really on Michigan? Oh, I don't even want to watch that. I'm so bored of Michigan. The Michigan map is practically dead to me. I think I just played it too much. Because I've probably got a solid 300 hours just on Michigan, and that's too much for one map. And that's probably why I'm so burnt out on Farm Sim too. Is probably I've just been playing too much of one map. Ah. Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what happened. And now the bad part is when we play, there's never anybody helping us because everybody always helps Arthur. I mean, granted, it is his stream, but there's way too much to do for two people. 42% of my fuel was used on that field. Okay, so what day is it? Okay, we're still in August, so I've got almost the entire month of August before I can do any planting. Yeah, you haven't been on in like 2 weeks, JC. Yeah, and that's the problem. There just aren't that many good MP maps. I mean, there's some that would probably suffice, and I've kind of partly come to the same thought process as like OSA, and like the big fields were great at first, but now it's just kind of like, oh my god, these fields are so huge. It takes me an hour to do this. I'm not quite to the Mercury Farms tiny little fields with hedges everywhere. I don't think I'll ever get quite to that point, but well, last week was your oh yeah, you were on the week before last. That's right. But it was just you and me down there, and we had way too much to do. What? Where are you gonna be this time? Yeah, Jeremy, he's streaming the Michigan map. Yeah, I could join, but I think I would get. I probably wouldn't want to play tomorrow night if I played tonight. I really wish he would just try Trucker's MP with a controller. Okay, we'll see you, JC. Or did you mean you're going to be out tomorrow night? Yeah, that would be really nice. Um, there is there is somebody, that one that Feared posted about in Arthur's Discord. He's working on it. Um, but the problem there is that's a 12x map, and it is flippin' huge. Um, and I think you'd end up being the same kind of problem where you don't have enough money to buy fields and equipment, and then once you can, it just takes you so long to do it. Because I was watching one of his streams. I can't remember what the guy's name is, but um, he was baling some straw on one of the small fields, and it was huge. like as big or bigger than the biggest fields on the Michigan map, and it was one of the small ones. And that's too much. But as far as I know, that's the only one that's got some sort of production stuff in it. At least I haven't heard of another one that does. But I'm kind of thinking once that one comes out, people are just gonna, steal the scripts, and then you're gonna get all kinds of production stuff. That's what I think is gonna happen. Which on one hand, that's it's kind of like, that's kind of a dick move. But on the other hand, that's kind of like, that might not be a bad idea. Hey, God of Thunder, how you doing? Looking at chat, and then I missed some spots. No, Weidenbach. They do actually have. They got the scripting requirements out. I think it was February. So they've had them for a while now. But I don't think anybody's actually gotten anything into a releasable state as far as modders go. But I'm really hoping that changes soon. Need some extra avenues of entertainment in Farm Sim. Although I did see a YouTube video today about all the horse equipment that got added in. Some of that looks kind of cool. I might have to start up a single player map just to check it out. Oh, he said you can actually join. He's got it open. He's just kind of doing like a bonus playthrough. So it's not a private stream. When does he come back? Is he coming back next week? Or is it the week after? Or does he not have money to come back yet? Yeah, if I got on before tomorrow night, I don't think I'd want to play tomorrow night. That looks really weird on this screen, but I see the little male sex symbol. I don't know what the blurry purple thing's supposed to be. My chat's too small. 99%. Yeah, I did seasons for a little while. Um, I got kind of sick of it though. It's one of those things where you can't really just start from scratch. Like you have to start by cheating in yourself money. Did I get it all? Nice. And they actually fixed this. Before this last patch, it was next to impossible to get 100% plowed and cultivated. Island of Sardinia 1.35 must have Italy DLC. Yeah, and that does kind of make me wonder, like, why are you guys working on that so hard when you've been pushing Washington? Oh, shoulder shrugs. Okay, I kind of see it now. I've got just the dashboard open for my stream, so everything's kind of minimized a little bit. I couldn't see what it was. But then again, back to the truck sim thing. On the other side of that, one island is probably a lot easier to do than an entire state. I would assume there's fewer roads and that kind of stuff. So it might be easier to just, quick toss in an extra island than it would be to do the whole state. And I mean, it's part of Italy, so they're probably just going to reuse all the textures and stuff anyway. But then again, Washington, that's going to probably look a lot like Oregon. So where's Washington? I was actually kind of hoping that they would have it, that would have gone on sale this weekend for the Easter sale on Steam, but maybe they'll wait till next weekend when the sale's over so they make more money. Maybe that's their grand scheme. if I can actually put a scarecrow there? Because that shows up on every field. How do you do it? Or do you have to wait until you plant? How close is ATS to real life landscape? Um, I don't know for sure, but it was a few months ago. I played with somebody who actually lives in Oregon, and we were driving down one of the roads, and he pointed out a truck stop, and he said, that is actually exactly how that truck stop looks. I live like 20 minutes away from that. So I mean, I mean, obviously it's condensed, but I think like the major landmarks, I think they try and do pretty good at recreating those. But then everything else, they just kind of shrink up. Oh, $150? That's not worth it. I still gotta buy seed. I've got enough to do these two fields, and that's about it. I need to find that fishing pole too. Make some extra money. I don't want to buy it, because I've got a whole month to make money before I can start seeding. Oh, yeah, JC, wake up. Although he's probably on his phone at work. That might be the problem. Might have actually had to do some work. I can't wait till they start moving east. So they've got, once Washington comes, they've got the whole West Coast. And then I hope they really start pushing hard to go east. Because I think ATS would get a lot more popular if they had more of the US in it. Like I'd really love to see them do like a Rocky Mountain expansion where it's just all the mountain states. That would be great. Instead of just one state at a time. see that my chats aren't disappearing off the screen. I set that to 20 seconds and it just stays there. So at least when JC comes back, he'll be able to see what you asked, Weidenbach. Or maybe not, because he's on phone, so that screen will be small and tiny. Alright, 100%. Ooh, those tomatoes are coming up nice. And I think these few here got planted like a day or two before the rest of this stuff. Has flooding gone down on 46? By the Jim River, it's still pretty bad. I don't foresee that going down for quite a while, but all the other spots that were bad, they're not bad at all anymore. Except for the Lesterville turnout, that's washed out right there at the corner, and they've got the road closed. But the rest of 46 is pretty good. Yeah, and that's what I've heard from other people. Like from what I understand, like stuff looks, kind of close to how it looks, just with obvious like condensation because they can't make it. No, 46 is open, but the that turn where you go to Lesterville off of 46, that's closed. That road washed out there. Like maybe 20 yards into it. Gotta go with the top down view. Sun in your eyes, can't see anything. I really wish that they would do something with these little information captions. They are so cheesy, and the English, their native tongue, it is not. Oh, it's supposed to come down here for Easter. What? I don't know if they've opened it up at Beersford or not, because I know it was closed, but I don't think it is anymore. Um, most of it's gone down pretty good, and I don't remember seeing the road closed sign heading east towards Beardsford. So I think you'd probably be safe to come that way. What town are you planning on ending up in? Oh, and P.S. Thanks for the follow, God of Thunder. I forgot to say it when you did it. Oh, coming down on 81. Yeah, it's for sure clear west of 81. How long do your stick last? Are you talking about my vape, Jeremy? uh, this one has two 18650 batteries in it, and when I'm sitting here at the computer, one set of those batteries usually lasts me 12 to 18 hours. If I'm working, it lasts me like a day and a half. Going to your sister's. Let's see. She lives like right near me, doesn't she? At that old farmhouse I'm currently staying at. And welcome back, JC. Oh, I cannot wait to upgrade this equipment. Where did I go? I'm right here. If your screen's black, you might have to refresh because my video preview still shows I'm up and running. Oh, breezy. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. Far as I know, all that's open. There were a couple roads that were closed there, but they've been open since then. Yeah, let's see, I think I'm like 2 or 3 miles west of that. And as far as I know, the only stuff that's closed, like right in this general vicinity is like the no maintenance roads because they're just nothing but pure slop. So I mean, if you've got a truck and some mud tires, you might want to bring that, have some fun. Just don't expect to get pulled out if you get stuck. But yeah, I think just the no maintenance roads are the only ones that are closed, other than the that oil road going into Lesterville. That's closed. Yeah, work. That must be rough. I can't even imagine going back to working 5 days a week. Ah, yeah, I think you should be good. Um, Especially if you're coming down 81, you shouldn't have any troubles. As long as we don't get like 4 inches of rain, there won't be any problems. Some spots on the gravel roads are a little ugly, but if I can if I can pass them in my car, you should be fine. Oh, we had that. We had plenty of that. That was actually the first time I streamed. We had freezing rain, and my power went out midstream. It was lots of fun. I stayed home from work the next day. Yeah, I'm not a fan of black ice. These fancy new cars, though, as long as you're not driving stupid, you'll you'll be uh, you'll be all right because the traction control kicks in so easy. But it's still not fun because I know on my car the traction control is super sensitive. Um, there was one night I was coming home from work and I had to do some evasive maneuvers to avoid the biggest raccoon I've ever seen in my life, and there was just enough uh, wheel slippage when I was going from one lane to the other to avoid it that it traction control came on. It kicked off cruise control. It's like the new stuff. If you've got cruise on or something, it's gonna cut your power pretty quick. Oh, this guy needs to sleep again. I feel like they sped up the game clock. It seems like you don't get as much done in one day as you used to. Yeah, I only eat once a day in this game, Jer. I try to conserve my food. You don't you don't really have any ill effects if you go down to, oh yeah, lights. Um, if you let your food go down to zero. And so far, I haven't seen anything bad about the sleep other than it won't let you run. So I don't even know if you could, if you can kill your farmer. I think you would just get all those annoying little information things like that one. Work through the night. Well, maybe I'll save first just in case. In fact, I should save. It's been a while. It'd be nice if you could like make a pot of coffee or something, and then bring your sleep numbers up, and just continually drink coffee. You can get married and have kids, but I don't think it lets you have them work. As far as I know, there's no helpers. But that would be awesome. Or at the very least, have your kids help drive a tractor somewhere or something. And I don't know if they've actually made it so you can get married though. I mean, I know it's in the game scripting, but I don't know if it works yet or not. Who want to have kids? Well, and it's for an achievement, Jer. You gotta have a kid. You gotta get the kid in school. There's two achievements for that. Yeah, I mean I know like they got all the stuff, but I guess I haven't played long enough to know if it actually works yet or not. And I know that like they've said like it'll take a long time, but I guess I've never actually made it to the second season yet because either I did something stupid or I had to restart because of an update. And like I don't know how you like they say like you can give gifts and stuff too, but there was one time like I had perfume in my inventory and like I don't know how to even get the option to be able to give a gift. Or if they have to like you so much before it's an option, I don't know. I've got no idea how that stuff works yet. And that's why I'm wondering if it works yet or not because like they say you can give gifts, but I haven't seen an option to do it yet. So I don't know if the functionality is actually built into the game yet. I mean, I know that, based on the Steam achievements, it's they're going to incorporate it, but whether or not it has been or not, I have no idea. Hopefully on this save I'll get that far to find out. Cause plus then I can just put all the stuff in the kitchen and she can cook it. Cause that is one thing that supposedly will happen on here. You just put all your stuff in the pantry and then you'll come back and she'll have made it all into food. This game probably isn't for strong, independent women. Ooh, so close. So close. Always that apricot and commander. What? I don't know what you're trying to say, Jeremy. Weinbach, no, this is your only choice. Your male red shirt and red hat. I don't care if it's bots watching me, Jeremy. It's viewers. If it's not bots, you can feel free to chat if you want, or just keep watching. I don't care. It's up to you. Did you see that? I just killed a pig. I'm an orange and black kind of guy. Hey, my school colors. That's right, pig meat. It'd be nice if you ran one over and it went into your inventory. That's all I am to you is just white noise. Yeah, that could be. That could be. Okay, 250 kilograms per thing. I hope I got enough to do all three of these. This is like just choppy enough that this is really kind of hard to do. And I don't want to waste the fertilizer by going slow. So if you're wondering, it looks just as bad on the stream as it does on my screen. And it keeps like giving me that weird little choppy glitch in there too. Yeah, I am going full speed, Jer. I'm just I don't want to waste it because I know if you go slow, you're still putting it out at the same amount. Although this game really does not like this extended view. That's a little better. I mean, my frame rates aren't dropping, but it just seems like it's kind of glitching out a little bit. So has anyone heard what time Osa's going to start doing Truck Sim? Or if he even is? Going back to FS17 for a minute. That's not a bad idea. There's better maps. I mean, the only downside is the graphics aren't quite as good, but it's not a or it's not a deal breaker. After 8:30 and ETS2, is that 8:30 Eastern? Because if that's 8:30 Eastern, that's sometime soonish. Hey, Binpin followed me. Thanks for the follow, Binpin. Unless you're not watching and you did that elsewhere. 34%. Hey, Binpin. Haven't seen you in a while. And there's the notification. That's a little slow. I got it before it showed up. Okay, JC. Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. That you're working some really both early and long shifts. Yeah, it does count as both. Let me get stopped first so I don't waste anything. if you look, fertilizer and manure are both going up. It's really hard to find like the perfect viewing angle when it's dark in the game. Yep, you can buy that in the ag store, and because there's just a standard fertilizer, which you would use with cow manure also. So you'd have to do it twice. You'd have to spray or put the fertilizer down and then spray cow manure. Or you can buy this stuff, which is called Fert X, and then that counts as both. Oh, my container is empty. Oh, not until June. Are there just that many flights going out, or what's going on? Oh, nobody's watching Arthur? Oh, poor guy. Oh, shoot. I was over here before. There we go. Oh. Yeah, I've got a Facebook friend. She works at an airport. I don't know which one, but they do the same thing. Like they bid for shifts for like the quarter or something. And she didn't end up getting the shift she wanted, and she almost ended up having to miss her daughter's wedding. But luckily, she had a lot of really good coworkers that traded a bunch of days for her, so she could get like a week off. Oh, that's close enough. What am I at, 90 something? 94 and 76. Why is that not at 100? Or closer to it anyway. That's odd. How long today or how long in general? Today it's been about 2 hours. Or do you mean how long for this save? Oh, off and on for probably 2 or 3 months. At least I would say. Oh no, it's raining. Can I fertilize in the rain? Or am I gonna get stuck? I've never had rain in this game. I don't even know what to do. I'm gonna try it. I'm not getting stuck yet, so that's gotta be good, right? Although with the way this game is, that's probably gonna screw me over in the long run. They tend to be fairly realistic about this stuff. Well, that's kind of what I'm hoping. I mean, and the textures are still changing. So I don't think it's going to be a problem. I don't know quite how far they've gotten with some of this stuff. Because this is literally the first time I've ever seen rain in this game. Yeah, and that's still there. That hasn't disappeared with rain. Well, I was more worried about like the ground deformation, like I would get stuck or something. Oh my gosh, that clipping is annoying. This isn't Mud Runner. I'm very tired and miss my bed. It's only 1 in the morning. What a sissy. God, why is it doing that? That is so weird. I think there's too much going on in this game, and I don't think it can handle it. It's kind of cool seeing the water like pool up on the fields though. That's a nice little touch. I think I'm actually gonna send my guy to go sleep so that I can see what I'm doing a little bit better. Now, if this game was really realistic, this floor would be soaking wet. There are some new eggs in the henhouse. Well, I've got a mower that I can put behind the tractor, but I've heard that if you mow, it just comes back in like a day. But they do have a chainsaw that you can take down like all of these stupid little shrubs. I don't know of any way to get rid of the logs yet. The chainsaw doesn't do anything with those. You can cultivate your yard? chicken's still in here? That's weird. I've never seen them in here before. Hey, there's my rooster. I'm gonna leave those eggs there because I'm really hoping that I get extra chickens. We've still got 10. Yeah, it is still raining. Maybe that's why. Yeah, chickens reproduce now. You just have to have a rooster, and so that's why I'm leaving that one little hutch with eggs in it because I'm hoping that um, that it'll actually work. I don't know if it actually works, but they've implemented the idea, so I'm gonna test it out. I'm not gonna pull the eggs out of that one spot. And I still can't hold A to do this stuff. I have to keep button mashing. Oh yeah. And you can actually make some pretty darn good money off that condensed milk and those cooked eggs. Humidity perfect. Nothing ready to harvest. How do all the plants look? Ooh, they're all up a growth stage. I don't remember what these are. What are these? I think those are pumpkins or something. I don't remember. Okay, and those are zucchinis. And the greenhouse makes you a ton of money. Okay, that said perfect, but that says dry. We're going to bring that back up to comfort. Okay, soon my fields will be ready for the September planting season. And I think I'm going to probably end this stream as soon as I'm done with this field. That way I can grab some food and stuff, and then I will be back uh, to stream ATS with Osa, assuming he does get on. If he doesn't, I'm gonna stream it anyway. But yeah, once I get this all finished up, I'll end this Farmers Dynasty stream anyway. So And also, for those of you watching, if you didn't notice it, down below the video, I do have a link to my own Discord. If you want to join it, feel free. And there's links to donate if you feel so inclined. And also, if you don't have Truckers MP, there is a link to the Truckers MP website, and that's how you can join us when we play. And then tonight, I believe it's in the About Me section, we will be streaming from Arthur's Discord, because that's where Osa and Arthur stream from. So you will have to have VBlue Guitars, have to have his Discord, which there is a link that you'll have to copy and paste. It's in the About Me section, if you decide that you want to join us tonight. I think the rain makes this thing accelerate quite a bit slower. Takes a while to actually take off and get up to 23 kilometers. Yeah, damn that work. I mean, how dare those people bother you while you're at work? I mean, they should at least have the common decency to, say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were watching Twitch. I'll call back later." I mean, that would be the decent thing to do. Oh, multiply that by at least 3, and that's how many years I have to retire, unless I get lucky and hit the lottery. Oh, thank you for the follow, 169. We all have to put in our time. I did. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm technically a millennial, so I mean, I want what I want when I want it. How much is left? 80 kilograms. Yeah, it is. It's kind of just pooling up. It's a little easier to see now that the sun's out. I don't know if that was showing up on the stream or not, but I could see that one. Oh no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's what I get for looking off to the side. I think I can get out of it though. There we go. But yeah, like I was trying to say before I got stuck there. I don't know if it was showing up well on the stream or not, but I could see it collecting while I was fertilizing that field over there. Yes, bad things happen. This little cart is so hard to back up. 70% of fuel left. And we're August 10th. So I've got about 20 days before I can seed anything. But everything else is good to go. Are there any easy, quick, fast missions available? Oh, there's no missions available right now. Player solitude. What's that? I'm curious. Let's go for a drive. Well, yeah, I mean, I do have all the equipment, but you can still get quests throughout the game, and you can get paid in money and social points. So I mean, once you have all the equipment, you can still do more quests. Really kind of curious what's over there. And I wonder if this road will even take me there. Yes, it will. Okay. I really wish I could remember where I found the chest that had the fishing pole. Because I want to say it was just kind of out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, I did that quest at some point in time. I don't remember when. Got like the 1,000 social points or whatever it was. And there's like 3 or 4 churches on the map, but you have to go to the one that's closest to your house. Might be a brothel. We can only hope. Yeah, I've never been over here. This is all new territory to me. That's right. Wow, these are some pretty good sized fields. Oh, road ends. Going four wheeling. it just a beach? Well, that was really anticlimactic. I was expecting at least something here. It was all highlighted in pink like there was something there. Oh, this is player solitude. Is this like a camping cabin or something? Wonder if there's anything up there. Oh, I can't place one in here? Lame. Must not be anything up there then. At least nothing that I can steal. Yeah, it probably is. Tomorrow and day after tomorrow are sunny though. It's just like random forest over here. I wonder if this is kind of like how they're planning on doing, like, future development or something. Maybe there'll be something added here later on as they expand. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, cruise was off. Okay. I was worried. I thought I was getting stuck. Hey JC, are you back on? Oh, that was some sweet air. Ramping my truck off and stuff? Yeah, of course that's fun. Like if I can keep my speed up, get some air on this one. Oh yeah. Because if JC was on, I was going to show him some of the new equipment. Because he had asked earlier if there is any new equipment in this game. And there's the fancy new tractor. Well, that's a little itty bitty thing. Oh, it's a square bale trailer. Oh, well, there you go, JC. This is the newest, biggest tractor. Buy modern tractor. And it's expensive. 144,000 euros or 144,000 social points and 72,000 euros. Someday. Someday. Oh, that holds 3,000 kilograms? That'd be fantastic. Is this supposed to be like some kind of cultivator? Looks like it. It's got a leveling basket. Must be a cultivator. Almost looks like a tiller though. It's weird. No, I have not played Cattle and Crops. I think it was Arthur. I watched one of his streams of it, and it just didn't look like it was for me. It looked kind of like a, if I'm thinking of the right one anyway, kind of a cross between a cheesy game like this and Farm Sim, and I figured I've got Farm Sim and I've got a cheesy game. Why do I need another one? Oh, where's home? Here's home. Barley. I think barley's the one that's better priced usually. Oh, they're about the same there. Barley's way better there though. I'll get 2,000 of that, 1,000 of that, and then I've still got 1,000 euros. I wanted to do that while I was here before I forgot about it, because I know I'm going to need seed. And of course, by the time September comes, I'll have more money too, so it should all work out well. Oh, nice. See, guys, I'm not the only one that crashes in this game. Does that say super heavy? I think it does. For how cheesy this game is, this cab view actually isn't too bad. Oh yeah, look at all that mud. Man, this thing's a rust bucket. Yeah, this is the first time I've seen rain. I don't know that it was implemented before this last update because I had never seen it before. I could swear there was a chest down here somewhere where I got the fishing pole. Because I really would like to find that again. Because you make some pretty decent money just standing around fishing and cooking it, canning it. He's just standing out here in the rain. Care to trade? Yeah, 200 and almost 260 euros for some milk. And see, keep. I'll sell 45 of these. Yeah, that wasn't bad. I kind of want to see what this drone's like. I'm really curious. I suppose I can always sell it when I find the other one. Will I get the same amount of money for it? I'll lose $100. It's not terrible. Yeah, the fishing in this game is a little tricky. Um, like if you don't have a halfway decent graphics card, I don't know how well it'll work for you. But like right there, you can see the fish, and you just cast it there, and that means I caught one. And you got to keep that little bubble in the center of those two dots long enough for it to disappear. If you let it go too far to the left, you lost it. If you go too far to the right, you lost it also. And then I found that, oh, I caught one there. I found that like if you don't hit a fish when you throw it out, half the time you won't get one. It can be kind of tricky. But for any of you that do achievement hunting, I think one of them is catch like 20 fish, something like that. Ah, come this way. Dang it. And see, that's my normal luck when I'm fishing in this game. Normal luck when I'm fishing in real life too. That just disappeared when I hit it. Well, I don't mind it in real life. I do it in the game because you can actually make some really good money. Um, like there's one of the things you cook. It's like I think it's fish and tomato sauce, You can sell those for like 200 bucks a can. One time was enough. Now, um, was that like fly fishing? Oh wow, I've been playing this for almost 3 hours. Okay, well, um, I am gonna end this game here, and then I'm gonna grab some food, some beverage, and then uh, whenever Truck Sim starts over on Arthur's channel, I will be joining that and streaming it as well. Um, so if you followed me, you should get the notification when I come back on. If you care to watch that, if you want to join us, information is down below the screen you're watching right now. For those of you that aren't already on mine and Arthur's channels, and with that, thank you very much for watching. I've gotten a few follows tonight, and every little follow helps on my way to becoming an affiliate, so I appreciate that very much. And with that, I will call that the end of the stream. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great rest of your night.